Okay, so I'll just go ahead and get started and be respectful of everybody's time. Thank you everybody who's joined us to talk about the Community Association Manager Apprenticeship Program. Today's informational session will be facilitated by myself. My name is Xiao Young, and I'm with Arapahoe Community College, and we have quite a few members from the Community Association Institute on the line today. We will probably be hearing from a few of them. Denise Haas is on, as well as Michelle Peck and a few others, it looks like. But you'll probably be hearing their voices throughout this presentation, and maybe a few comments from some of my colleagues at Arapahoe Community College. I believe Eric Dunker, our Associate Vice President of Workforce Programs, and Anna Del Rosso is also on. So thank you everybody for joining us, and hopefully you'll learn quite a bit about this program. We're really excited about it. The Community Association Manager Apprenticeship Program was developed by both Arapahoe Community College and the Community Association Institute. And it's a fantastic program that is geared to introduce people into the field and grow their career potential. So in Colorado, there are quite a few community associations. About 9,200 community associations are in the state of Colorado. So there's quite a bit of growth in that industry and a lot of positions available. Michelle, would you like to talk about community association management or community associations in general?
Sure. So thank you all for joining us today. So maybe many of you live in an HOA or have friends or family members who live in an HOA. Essentially, an HOA is made up of a group of people who purchase their homes in maybe single-family community, townhomes, or condos. The HOAs are typically responsible for maintaining the infrastructure of the community, and that helps maintain your property values. So for example, the association may be responsible for maintaining the pools or parks or playgrounds. If you live in a townhome or condo community, that also may mean that they are also responsible for maintaining the exterior of the buildings or parking lots, sidewalks, landscaping and snow removal, those types of things. So within an HOA, the HOA owners within that community will typically elect a board of directors, and that board of directors then typically hires a community manager to perform the day-to-day operations within that community. And the community manager is responsible for facilitating the decisions that are made by a board of directors, and also responsible for the day-to-day interactions with the homeowners and contractors, and just a variety of other things that come up throughout our day. The community managers, we work with the landscapers, pool companies, and other contractors to make sure that the facilities within that community are maintained. Additionally, we work with the board of directors on any decisions that the board makes, and we act out those decisions. We also help and prepare an annual budget for the community. We go to board meetings. We talk with homeowners. We talk with the contractors. We may work with the association's legal counsel on any issues that can come up, and just as well as a variety of things. It's a very diverse job. It does require critical thinking and problem solving. It's very fast paced, and every day brings a new challenge. Sometimes things come at you, and you are the go-to for the board, for the homeowners, to try and help figure out what needs to be done. And then it's our job to go to our resources and figure out how to resolve the problems that are coming up. So it's a very rewarding job. It's a lot of fun. If you like to problem solve, if you like people, if you like a broad range of work, types of work that you would do, then this may be a perfect fit for you. So again, I would like to thank you for being on our call today, and are happy that you're here learning more about this opportunity.
Yeah, so it seems like community association managers deal with quite a large breadth of different tasks throughout their career and their job. So it's a very exciting opportunity to work with quite a few different individuals and board members, and just keeping your neighborhood just beautiful and the way that the board wants it to be. So this apprenticeship program, like I said, was developed by both the Community Association Institute and Arapahoe Community College. Apprenticeship programs, if you're not aware of them, are very employer driven. This opportunity itself is a 2-year earn while you learn opportunity. It combines both on-the-job training and education. And the hope is that if you are selected for this program, you would be hired on as an apprentice. So you would be hired on to the job title of Community Association Manager Apprentice. And you'd be learning at Arapahoe Community College the basic skills, the foundational skills to become a community association manager. By the end of the 2 years, our hope is that you receive your certifications and are able to move and work in this industry. There are quite a few different areas in which you could take those skills and certifications, and we'll talk about that in our next slide. But this is a great opportunity to both learn the skills and be working at the same time. So really working under the guidance of an experienced mentor to really hone in those areas and be very successful by the end of the program. So this program, like I said, is a true apprenticeship. There is requirement for on-the-job training as well as learning at the school. So like I said before, you'd be hired on by the community association. You'd be learning from an experienced mentor that our employer partners who are working with Community Association Institute have signified as great mentors. The training we have focused on industry certifications and standards. So this is really customized and focused on being a very effective community association manager at the end of the 2 years. The wages for this program, you'd be earning about $15 to $21 an hour, depending on the employer partner that you'd be hired on by. And then obviously room for growth, and it's once again an amazing career opportunity. So this really demonstrates what the areas are as well as growth potential. So with community association management, there are 2 certifications that you'll be earning throughout this program. We're really geared to provide you the certified manager of community associations, and then at the end of the program, after the 2 years, you would also be association manager specialist certification after the end of the 2 years. As you can see with this chart, wages are higher when you have these certifications, and our hope is that you earn these certifications and are a well-rounded employee. There are different types of job titles with these certifications that you can earn and just work in different areas. So assistant community manager is really our focus. But with these certifications, you could also work as a portfolio manager, an on-site manager, high-rise manager, large-scale manager, and eventually CEO of a management company. So there's a lot of growth potential there. Michelle, anybody from the CAI group, would you like to chime in on this?
Yeah, there are, this is an industry that not a lot of people understand is out there. I always say that nobody grows up and says, I want to be a community manager, because no one really understands that it exists. It is definitely a job that there's a lot of opportunity for growth. Management companies are always looking for talented employees to bring on as part of their team. And because the industry is not well known, we always are trying to find people to bring into this industry. And additionally, there's always opportunities and openings. And if you look around town, anytime you're driving throughout pretty much anywhere in Colorado, any state, you see new development, and that development is most likely some type of an HOA, and which means that needs a community manager to manage that property. And so most properties that you look at are managed by a community management company or community manager. So if you look at all of those, that's a lot of opportunities for jobs and a lot of opportunity for growth within those companies.
Mm-hmm. And this is a scale for nationwide, I believe, and there might be a misprint in there for an assistant with the AMS certification. The salary might be closer to $55,000. So I just got clarification on that. But just be aware that there are really great opportunities of growth with these certifications, and it is a very sustainable wage in the state of Colorado. And it's, once again, an introductory into the industry. So that's great. So a little bit about the actual related technical instruction, or the school component of this program. This program is a 5-semester long program that blends both online and face-to-face content. A lot of this program is designed to be taken online so that you can work throughout the program. The expectation for apprentices is to be working about 32 to 40 hours a week. And it just really depends on the employer partner that you are hired on with to determine what your hours look like. This coursework leads to a business administration certificate from Arapahoe Community College, which is fantastic because it can build into an associate's degree and eventually a bachelor's degree if you want to continue on with your education. So this is very stackable, and you can continue on and grow with the certificate. This also provides you with the Certified Manager of Community Associations Industry certification, like I said. So that's a nationally recognized certification that you can take anywhere in the country and be recognized as a Certified Manager of Community Association. So those are really great benefits of this program, as well as the Association Manager Specialist certification that you will receive after the 2 years. So with the instruction, you will be learning an introduction to community association management. So we do have a course that's very specialized for our apprentices to learn about the industry. We're not just throwing you in cold. There is a lot of support there and guidance, as well as that mentorship on the job. We have an introduction to business, customer service, all the foundational classes that will really prepare you for that industry. So our hope is that everything you're learning in school is going to help you while you're working as a community association manager. So what to expect with the classroom component? We are expecting students to take a minimum of 2 classes per semester, the way we have outlined. And classes are expected to begin, or this program is expected to begin August 10th, and you'll be ending sometime in December, so December 2021. It is a commitment because you're working while you're going to school, but we're expecting students to commit at least 4 to 10 hours with the educational components in mind. There is coursework and things that you have to keep up to date with. Like I said, a lot of this is going to be done online, so it is flexible with your schedule. So if you have other duties or other responsibilities, you can handle those, especially the work commitment, right? That is 32 to 40 hours that you are committing to an employer partner. If you've taken any of the classes before, say you've taken some classes at Red Rocks Community College or even Arapahoe Community College, we're not going to require you to retake some of those classes. That's a-okay. We're just really focusing in on those classes that you'll need to be successful as a community association manager. So those are things that we can discuss on a case-to-case situation. So no worries there. But the highlight is that introduction to the community manager role, as well as a leadership course that we're going to be providing students. So the hybrid component is really to make sure that you have that face-to-face time with your fellow classmates and understanding what this apprenticeship program is, and if there's any issues on the job, that's a place where you can bring back that information and we can try and coordinate and figure out what's going on the job site. Are you learning appropriately? Or, if you had an amazing experience, just letting the class know what that looks like. The total cost of this program is about $7,500. That could fluctuate if you're not a resident of Colorado, or if you've already taken some of these classes, that price might go up or down depending on what that looks like. And then this program is financial aid eligible. So our hope for any of our apprenticeship programs is to provide a program that has very little cost to you or no cost at all. So it is financial aid eligible and scholarship eligible. Some of our employee partners may provide tuition reimbursement as well. So that is another way to offset the cost of tuition. And this is the tuition for the total or the entirety of the program, which is 2 years. So it's not all at once. We try to make it as manageable as possible, okay? And we can take questions at the end of this presentation too. If you do have any questions about this, feel free to type it in the chat box. So our program, we're really excited about it because there are a lot of certifications that you can take, and they're nationally recognized certifications. So the first one that you'd receive with this program is a Certified Manager of Community Associations, the CMCA. So you heard us talk about that quite a lot. So that is one of the certifications we're really prepping you for, and then the Association Management Specialist certification after the 2 years that kind of comes at the end of the program completely. If you've completed everything successfully, you will receive that. Arapahoe Community College also has that business administration certificate that's paired along with this, which is fantastic. And our hope is that you would also receive a Department of Labor certificate for apprenticeship. So that is also a nationally recognized certification that you can take anywhere in the nation. So with this program, you're receiving 4 certifications, and 3 of them are industry recognized national. So it's a great opportunity. So the next steps, if you're still really interested in this program, we really hope that you are, because it's very exciting for us, is to apply for the position. The position is posted on the CAI website. After that, we'll review the applications, do a phone screening, and then there is an interview expo. So the interview expo is a very exciting opportunity for you to meet with all the employer partners who are interested in taking on an apprentice. So it's kind of a networking event or a job fair. We do anticipate and expect there to be quite a few employer partners at the table, and we would expect you to be ready for an interview. You know, resume ready and just ready to meet and greet with those employer partners. It is very much, you know, right fit or a match. So you'd have the opportunity to meet with those employer partners and see what their expectations for an apprentice are, and what you're willing to do. Most of the time, community association managers or their associations are open during weekdays, you know, 8 to 5, I believe, and then there might be some night meetings. So that's something you want to discuss with the employer partner. Is there anything else Michelle or anybody from the CAI group would like to interject here for the interview expo? Okay.
I would just like to say again, thank you for joining.
Yeah, we're super excited for everybody who's interested in this. So we're once again, so that might be a great opportunity for you to kind of see what that match looks like, make sure that this is an opportunity that you want to pursue, and that the employer partnership is what you want to. Some employers might have tuition reimbursements, others might not. So that might be something that you'd want to communicate during that expo as well. After that expo, our employer partners will decide, you know, which apprentice they might want to take on. And that's when offers and acceptances for those positions would occur. And then you'd complete that hiring process from the company. So like I said before, this apprenticeship is a true experience where you're an employee. So you would have to go through a hiring process, you would have to be selected, but it's a great opportunity to earn all those certifications at once and learn from an experienced mentor. So after all that has been completed, so essentially the hiring process, you'll start an on-site orientation at the company that you've been selected for. And then while that's also happening, you're starting classes at Arapahoe Community College. So as you see, this is a fun little flow chart. So while you're applying for the position, you can also apply for federal financial aid. Aid is, you know, a very important part, especially if you're hoping not to pay full tuition costs. So that those applications are available for you to go ahead and apply to see if you can get aid for the fall. We don't ever recommend that you take out personal loans or anything for this program. We really suggest that you see what you're eligible for, if there are any grants or scholarships, and somebody from my department will try and help you and see if there's any other aid available. We really hope to make this program as low cost as possible for students. We've run many apprenticeship programs where students have not had to pay anything, so we highly recommend applying for federal financial aid. And that's generally the first step to see if you are eligible for scholarships or grants.
And I just want to add that I would say, in speaking with the vast majority of our employer partners, many of them are planning tuition reimbursement. So I think that's a very good chance.
Yeah. And if you do receive tuition reimbursement or contribution from an employer partner, Arapahoe Community College does have currently a scholarship available for students. So if the employer partner is providing some part of tuition, Arapahoe Community College may be able to match the contribution of the employer partner. So the likelihood is that you'll receive some aid for the full 2-year program. So that's fantastic news. You still would have to apply for federal financial aid, though. We do want to make sure that we're able to see which students have need and are able to provide that appropriately. So after applying for federal financial aid, you would also apply to Arapahoe Community College. The application is online, and you can apply that way. There is no cost to that. I see that there's a hand that's risen.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I'm Gia Marie, and I have a question. What is the school code, and how soon should we apply for the federal aid?
Perfect question. So federal financial aid you can apply to right now. That's not an issue. Usually we recommend applying sooner rather than later, just so you know. We are Arapahoe Community College. We're located in Littleton, Colorado, so off of essentially Bowles and Santa Fe. So in Littleton, most of the classes will be held there if we do have any in person, but the likelihood is most of it's going to be online for at least a little bit of time. And we might host some face-to-face maybe every month or so for that leadership course, like I said. The application for Arapahoe Community College, you can apply now if you wanted to. There's no harm, no foul. The application, like I said, is free. But if you wanted to hold off on applying until you've been extended an offer, that might be the opportune time to do it, because you might not want to be associated to the college until you know for sure that you got a position. So that can be done all at once if you wanted to. The application is very simple. It's online. You just click through, put in your information, and you're good to go. After that, after you've submitted your application to Arapahoe Community College, we'd invite you to an orientation and start classes. I will have to say, though, if you do have any suspension on your account, or if you're not in good standing with another community college in our system, so that might be Community College of Denver, Community College, or Aurora Community College, that type of thing, anything in our network, we might not be able to enroll you in the classes just because you have to be in good standing to register for those classes. So just for that.
Sorry for interrupting. So well, I'm in good standing with Pikes Peak Community College. Mm-hmm. I'm paying though.
Yeah.
I pay every week.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. All right.
For specific questions like that on your account, feel free to contact me after the facilitation of this presentation, and I can talk you through it. But yeah, so that's just the only caveat. But if you're good to go on both ends, if you've been provided an offer by the company and you've gone through the application with Arapahoe Community College, then you're pretty much good to go to start the program. So that's kind of the ramp up for it. And those are the next steps. So what you really need to know about this apprenticeship program, so we're not requiring you to be experienced in community association management. Like Michelle said, not many people grow up thinking they want to be a community association manager. I don't think I've ever even heard of that until we started this project, which is really fun to learn about all these different aspects, right? Who manages HOAs and that type of thing. So you don't have to have any work experience. We would highly recommend that you highlight your experience working with customers, clients, vendors, that type of thing when you apply, just to show if you have had any experience. But really it's entry level to get people interested in the industry and get them into a career. This is a 2-year program, 5 semesters. So just be aware that you'd have to commit that time for studying too. It is paid on the job training. So you are getting paid while you're going to school. So for that 2 years, you'll be earning some sort of wage. And then that wage is about $15 to $21 an hour. Once again, this is an actual job. So you have to go through the hiring process. You have to pass a background check, drug screening, probably driver's license is a requirement depending on your employer partner. So all those things that you would typically expect from that hiring process is what you'd be expecting from this program as well. And then that program's going to start August 10th. It feels like it's in no time at all. So those are things to look forward to. And I'll post in the chat the link to the application too, if you've not submitted it. It really is just submitting your resume. So that's basically the end of my presentation. Does anybody have any questions?
No, I think I'm all right.
This is Melanie. We're one of the employer partners. Can you hear me okay? I'm in the car. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we can hear you, Melanie.
Hi. I just wanted to say and kind of reiterate what Michelle said. It's a super fast-paced but fun industry. It's a nationwide industry, so it's completely transferable to almost anywhere in the country and even some nationwide, worldwide. Transferable to some places, but anywhere you go in the country, there's homeowners associations and the need for community managers. So if you're planning on moving sometime in your lifetime, there will always, I promise you, there's always this job is out there, and it's we call it quote unquote recession proof. In 2008, and again with this whole pandemic thing that's happening right now, we're still hiring, and we're still looking every day. We're looking for people to be a part of this exciting industry. So we're super excited about this program and introducing it to new people like you that are on board here, and would be really excited to have you apply and potentially be a part of this process.
Yeah, so we're really excited to launch this in August. It's really exciting for us. If you have any questions in the future, please feel free to contact me. I should have emailed everybody on this webinar today. So if you did not register with us through Arapahoe Community College, feel free to put in your email and I will contact you with this PowerPoint at the end, as well as our flyer. So if you're missing anything or if you're not sure how to apply, just feel free to contact us, and I will put in my contact information in the chat as well. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining us today. We're super happy and excited that you are interested in this program. Thank you.